I'll be right back. There's no quicker way to get into DFS. Play Super Draft today and see for yourself.
We're behind. They're all fired up. What we got to do? First place, our defense has got to go out there and take the ball. Then when we get the ball, we got to have 11 people that's going to do their job and try to score every time you get the football. If we do that, we'll be all right. That will be all right.
What's going on, CTS Sports Room? What's going on today? I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Today we're gonna be trying out a new little podcast on this channel called the Special Teams Podcast. And the reason why I named this the Special Teams Podcast is because the special teams is part of the game we don't talk about enough. But on the podcast side, as an Alabama fan, Georgia fan, any other kind of fan, we don't talk about the other teams in college football enough that sometimes we need to bring light to them because we can't have the conversation about college football without a lot of these teams. So today's special teams podcast and the special teams today in this podcast will be, of course, why not Alabama? Because this is a special this is a special team because this game is special today. So today I got a guest on, somebody I knew like really my whole entire life, because this is my brother. He's one of the big influences why I am an Alabama fan. But today we're about to bring him on and we're gonna talk about the Alabama versus Texas A&M game. But first we're gonna talk about what makes you a dynasty in college football. So y'all show some love. I'm about to bring in my big little brother, C. Bama Run.
Hey, what's up? It's
What's going on, man?
Nation and hopefully more out there. Nice to be here. Nice to be with you a little bit, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, this is the first one, and I wanted to bring you on because every morning I talk to you, have good conversation about what takes them over the top. And we have come to find out what takes Alabama over the top. And I think that's a discussion for Alabama fans because, we got a lot of Alabama fans. Some Alabama fans just became fans. Some of them are pretty young and only know about it. So let's talk about today what makes us a dynasty. And before we jump into it, I want to show some love to the comments. Bama fan, my boy Bama fan, Roll Tide, what's up? Number one, my boy Jeff, the best. I'm sorry, best the hell out, beat the hell out of A&M Roll Tide. Yes, sir. What's up,
Bama
Nick
fan
Jr.?
number one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So 6-0, what's up? What's up? So I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat right now. What do y'all consider a dynasty in Alabama football? And so while they tune in the chat, what makes Alabama a dynasty in Alabama football? What makes a dynasty in Alabama football? See Bamaran?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that question because I got the answer for you of what I think. Well, when I hear the word dynasty, I first think of dynasty. I don't know how it came to my mind, but it just came to me one day like Alabama, we've been good for a long time. And we're not just the only college that's been good for a long time. They had their little reigns, but we've been good a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dynasty, the word dynasty came to my mind, and the first thing that came to my mind is dynasty decade. So I researched it a little bit. I Googled it. And I came up with dynasty has nothing to do with decade, 10 years. It has nothing to do with 10 years. Matter of fact, I got the definition right here for you. The definition of a dynasty, well, it's college baseball, NFL, hockey. Dynasty is a team or individual that dominates their sport or league for an extended amount of time. Now, note it don't say how long of time matters. It don't say that, but I found some more stuff last night, and it goes back to the time or how long of a time is dynasty. And it says here 3 national titles in 7 years. So not 3 in your whole region lifetime. You won 3 in 7 years, you're considered a dynasty.
Wow.
New England Patriots would be considered a dynasty. We got. According to what I was seeing, we got a lot of schools out there that were at a time a dynasty, and that to be a dynasty, we know that you don't have to be good for 3 years. I mean, for 3 national championships within 7 years. So if you want a number on that, that's what a dynasty is.
Okay. So do you know the other teams has had dynasty moments or are in a dynasty moment at the point?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question also. Now, I was looking at teams and numbers of how many championships they won, and I came across several different lists. You have a pre-poll era list and a post-poll era list. Now, this is what I got for the pre-poll before the poll era started. I got number 10, Minnesota. They got 6 national championships. You want to know when they got them? They got them from between 1934 and 1960. Number 9 is Oklahoma with 7. Tied for number 8, you got Ohio State and Harvard with number 8 with 8 championships. You got tied for 6, you got Michigan and Southern Cal with 9 championships. Michigan was between 1901 and 1997.
Wow.
You know, and what I'm noticing with a lot of these teams on this pretty poor era, they won a lot of their national championships, like before my great granddad was born. You know, like 1918. You know, I'm going. You got Fourth on the list, you got Notre Dame with 13 championships. You got Princeton with 15. I'm just skip. No, I'm not gonna skip. You got at number 2, you got Alabama with 16 championships. It's pre-poll era, and I'm assuming up to now.
So you said Alabama has 16.
16 on this list now.
Yeah. I'm saying
Pre-poll era list that says 16.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, you wouldn't even believe it. It's an Ivy League college. Who do you think it is?
Ivy League college.
Yes, the most national championships at number 1 with 18. I want you to guess.
Harvard?
Huh?
Harvard?
Ivy League college. No, it's not Harvard. It's Yale.
Oh, wow.
But listen, they won their first one in 1874.
What the word?
And the last one in 1927. But they got 18 in between 1874 and 1927, so. But my point is, pre-poll era, we were on that list. We were dang near, I'm looking at it, dang near every decade from 1925 to 2020, we were in the championship.
Wow, that's crazy.
And now to the ones that look at what I'm saying, I hope you do, because it's 3 decades that Alabama was never in, and that's the 40s, the 50s, the 50s, and the 80s. Every other decade starting from 1925, we were in.
That's crazy.
We were in the national championship talking.
That's
yeah.
That is crazy.
Yes.
So we only missed out on 3 decades according to what you're looking up.
3 decades starting with at 1925.
That's wild. So right now, currently, I don't see anybody in dynasty mode but Alabama. That's the only team I see right now in dynasty mode. At the current moment of
it's not the only team, but I will say this. We're the only team that's been dominant for this long. You got Miami's out there. You got Florida State that had their reign. You got Ohio State had their run. You know what I'm saying? You got Notre Dame's. They made their run. But that's why we're talking about this. Go back to the top topic, Dynasty talk.
Yeah.
That's what put us in the talks of Dynasty talk, because we won for so long, for so many years. I mean, you can't argue that.
Yeah, because you got fans out there that be want to be like, they're the new Alabama now. That school is new Alabama, but according to what you're saying, you can't be the new Alabama. You have to start. About every 40-something years, can't consider you a dynasty.
It does not.
So
and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say that Georgia, I gotta say it, Georgia, y'all are on the I can say y'all are on the right path to building a dynasty, but it's a lot of work to build a dynasty because this was going on before Saban was even thought of at Alabama.
Yes.
The Bear Bryant years it was some crazy years. It was some crazy years and legendary people in them years. So this was going on before. Even let's go back to 92 when Gene Stallings was the coach. It happened then. So national championships at Alabama is not a new thing. It's not a new thing. That's crazy. Hey, but it's even crazier to hear that Minnesota was once a dynasty.
Hey, look it up. I did.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. No, that's crazy. No, that's man. I can understand. Michigan, I know about Michigan. So Miami did not make that list.
Not the pre-poll era list. They did not make. But I want to talk more about this dynasty before I move along, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
And like you were saying, this dynasty thing is done over a 10-year time limit. It's done over. It was done before Saban got there, before Bear Bryant got there, before since it was done since 1925 to 2020. That's when it was done. But I'm gonna prove your point. What you're saying.
Hey, hold that thought real quick. I'm finna throw a little question out there to the chat.
Okay.
Chat room. Do y'all know how many losing seasons Alabama has had since 1902 to the present day? If y'all know that, type it in the chat. If just guess something. Put it in the chat though.
Hey Dave.
What's up?
Hey Bill. Next Saban. I got a question. Jeff Stapleton just said when Georgia goes back to back, they can say they're on the right path until they do prove it. What you gotta say about that, man?
Hey, I'm agree. If they can go back to back, they are on the right path. But still,
you're not
work to be done.
You're not a dynasty.
Yeah, it's still work to be hot. Yeah, that's fact. But that is a good point to prove.
If you went two more after you won one back, then we might consider you a dynasty then. But
yeah,
answer your question of the topic of discussion, and that's dynasty. Yeah, but yes, we agree that you will be on the right path, but that path is still a long, narrow, dark road.
Yeah.
Now,
today I know Georgia gonna have.
Go ahead.
I know Georgia gonna have to figure out their offense today because they've been looking real sloppy.
Ooh. And you know what? When I think
about back to Georgia, the point.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What you were about to say?
I was going to say when I think about Georgia versus Auburn, it's not as high as Alabama and Auburn, but it's almost there. So I mean, I don't care how bad Auburn has been playing. It's almost like they're 0-0, both teams going into the game. You know what I'm saying? You might see a totally different Auburn with a back quarterback.
Yeah, for real. But go back to the point you was about to. Go back to the point you were about to make.
Okay. So, like I just said, you're on the right path, but it's a long path because you have to prove you got these characteristics of a dynasty team. What are the characteristics of a dynasty team? I'll tell you.
Okay.
4 things. It takes time. So don't think you're gonna get there in 10 years and we're gonna call you a dynasty team.
And so to prove what you said, Jeff Stapleton in early on chat, he said the process. So yes, takes time, the process.
Yeah.
Keep continuing.
So Jeff Stapleton, you're on the right path by knowing that they need to be on the same path. Number 2, small things matter. Meaning, I take that to mean the strength and coaching, the strength and conditioning coach. You need to solidify him. Make sure your exterior can look good with a good big name head coach. But if he ain't got nobody but some little means around him, he got nothing.
So the add on to that, small things matter. the things Nick Saban preaches in his press conference, knowing your assignments, not missing block, small things matter. Like small things matter. Like we get Saban, he can be up 75-0. When do you see him at his most maddest? Is when he's winning the game 75-0 because they start getting not executing at the right level and stuff. So yes, small things matter. I agree. Continue.
Yes. Number three, character counts.
Wow.
I remember once upon a time when Georgia fans, we acknowledge y'all always had the talent that Alabama had. Y'all just had high heads on your team.
Yeah.
That always getting told for dope, for whatever. Quote Coel. I'm glad to see him doing better in the community and in football.
Yes.
He was a great player. High head. Kid on the team. Y'all always had the equal talent on your team. Whether it was coached better, that's up to say, but talent, I believe, and I'm a diehard Bama fan, I believe y'all had equal amount as talent as Alabama did.
Yeah, because it was at one point that I always thought Georgia had the best running backs. Now, running backs end up turning out the best, but coming out of high school, how they talked about recruited, and even the level of play that they used to play on the field with, I thought they had some of the best running backs.
Yeah. Yep, they did.
And what else? You got something else on the list?
The last one, and we're gonna talk about what I'm about to say. Is serving others, not each, and it may not be about each individual player doing something in the community, but it might not be about the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. The head coach can do it, but he's setting an example for them when they get where he's at in life to do what he do it now. So serving others, that's it.
So,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll be like, do you know some of the things that Saban has done? I'm just bringing him up right now because he's current. That he has done to serve others.
Nick Saban has a foundation called Nick's Kids Foundation, dedicated to raising awareness and resources for our organization throughout Alabama and Southeast Alabama. He invests his own money and energy in hosting lunches, golf tournaments, scrimmages, and other events to benefit the cause. Not only does he that, he teamed up with Habitat for Humanity, and he has built 17 houses. The number 17 is symbolic of the number of championships, pre-era and post-era poll that Alabama has won since 1925.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, for people to think Nick Saban just getting paid all the money and making Aflac commercials, he doing something with that money. He may not be, he might do more, but he ain't got to do anything. He just take out some money and run. See that money and run. But he ain't doing that. He's investing. He's investing back in that community. He got car dealerships. He has a lot of stuff up in Birmingham, man. I mean, even most Bama fans don't even know this. I mean, I just know it because I heard somebody else talk about it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just heard this because I was talking to a Auburn fan that talked to a Alabama fan one day at work, and he was like, "Man, do you know Nick Saban after a hurricane, he bought so many houses for people that didn't have a house to stay in?" I said, "No, I never knew that."
Yeah.
So I took what I heard, and I researched it, and I found it. Yeah, he did it. out of his own pocket. Of course, he might get tax write off or whatever, but so the people that got the house ain't thinking about what he did after they got the house. But,
Right.
no.
Hey, so my man got a question in the comment. He said, if UGA didn't have Bowers, what chances without him? If they didn't have Brock Bowers, easy, because we've been seeing the game plan. If you can take Brock Bowers out of the game, Jeff, we see that UGA struggles. He's their offense. I think this game is going to be a game that they need to figure it out without him, for the future wise. Are they going to do it? Probably not, because Brock Bowers is going to probably be that best athlete on the field. Well, the best athlete on their offense at the time.
Okay. I don't know why coaches are not getting smart. All you got to do, depend on how he line up and where he lines up at. Double coverage him. Make them use somebody else. Make somebody else beat him.
Yeah.
Beat them.
Cause man, I be realizing Georgia always do this one play. They line Brock on the outside and they throw a pass to him like a little screen. I don't know what it is, but every time it works. Every time I'm like, God dang, can't nobody scheme on that thing? Ain't nobody scheme on that. So
I mean,
back to the topic at hand, Dynasty. And with all this being said, we see that we've been doing this for a long time now. And that's why we say Alabama is beyond Dynasty, is beyond everybody else, because no one can't say they have been doing this consistency throughout the years. I asked y'all a question earlier on about how many losing seasons has Alabama had. Nobody has put that in the question. Since 1902 to the present day, we have only had 10 losing seasons. It's like over 100 years, only 10 losing seasons. Come on, man. I bet you can't nobody else say that. I guarantee you.
You're right. I mean, I didn't know that 10 losing seasons. Does that mean like below 500 and below?
When I counted it up, it was 500 and below.
Dang.
So some of the seasons might have been
10 times since 1902.
1902.
Dang.
So some of them seasons only been, and believe it or not, we actually did have some seasons where we didn't win games. That was early on. Now that was early on, like maybe like the 40s and
18 something.
Now, I haven't counted 18s. I only counted from 1902. Because when I looked it up, I didn't. Yeah, when I looked it up, I didn't even see nothing in the 18s.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna change speeds. So we're gonna talk about this game today. Okay. And my question is, do we have confidence in Miro? Do you have confidence in Miro?
You asked me that?
Yes, I'm asking you a question.
I got the utmost confidence in him. I mean, if you Nick Saban was telling me right now that Bryce Young, he good, but he ain't gonna go. We're just gonna hold him and make sure he good. I'm like, okay. I mean, the game last week, when Bryce Young went out, I had no worries. The only concern, not worry. The only concern I had was how long was he gonna be out? But other than that, I mean, starting quarterback, back to your question. Yeah. Just like my name is C-Bam Run. That's all they gotta do. Just run it. I don't care if we can pass. It's good to know that we can pass. But run it. Make them stop our run. Make them put 8, 9 in the box. and then have when you put 9 box, you only got 2 on the island.
Yeah.
Out there by themselves.
Yeah.
Make them start to run. If they can't prove they start to run, man. When I first started watching Bama, they used to run the ball so much. It used to kind of make me mad. I'm like, man, why trying to pass the ball? But now I understand.
Yeah. Because when you run the ball, you control the game. You wear down the defense so much. And time of possession in football, and depends on what team you playing, time of possession is key. And running the ball keys into all that. It plays into all that.
Man, I seen Bama run the ball so much. They get the ball starting the quarter, and they got like 10 minutes on the clock. By the time they score, it'd be like 3 minutes, sub 3 minutes on the clock. And they got a two touchdown score lead on you. So now you only got 3 minutes to score twice.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
And the reason why I have confidence in Miro, because he's had a whole week to prepare with the first team. The game plan will be strictly based on Jalen Miro. If he's the starter tonight, the game plan gonna be based on him. And he has had time this week to get some chemistry with the wide receivers, and that'll be key. And Jalen Miro, you know, he gets knocked a lot. He gets flack a lot about his passing game. But when you go back and watch Jalen Miro high school tape, that boy he can throw the ball too. It's just the fact that right now he have had a lack of reps during game time situation and passes, and we can't knock him for that if he miss a pass on a throw a pass. Because at the Bryce, how many passes this season has Bryce missed Jermaine Burton wide open? I can say about 3 or 4. He missed on wide open throws himself, underthrow himself. So we can't give him that same flack if he does it, you know what I'm saying, and not give it to Bryce. Well, we do. You see that that coming up there?
Well, which one? Jeff Stapleton?
Yeah.
Are you RN throw mix?
Run and throw mix.
Yeah, I mean, last week when we played Arkansas, backup quarterback, he was throwing in the fire. So when your back is against the wall, you're gonna do what you do best, and he do best. He run. So that right there by itself, even if they just offensively scheme on him rolling out, running, and they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But like you just said, Nick Saban, they had all week to put him in first string reps. So you got to believe that he gonna dump that mug at some point in time.
Yeah.
He gonna run, make you think he gonna commit, and he gonna stop and dump it over Tim Tebow your butt.
Yeah.
he gonna jump and throw it over your head.
Yeah.
I mean, but me personally, I think it's more of a threat for A&M. It's more of a threat to have Milrose starting than Young starting. For the simple fact of Young, we see now that he run more, but Milrose, he, as you said before, I seen in a certain podcast, he won't hesitate. He gonna make it run, and he gonna run. Run, Bama, run.
What's your name is? See Bama run. That's right. And
Yes,
go back to he won't hesitate. And I gotta go back to Bryce's injury. I feel like that's what happened with his injury. Because if he wouldn't have hesitated and just got onto the outside, he'd get at least 6-7 yards easily on that play. But he hesitated, and when he was going down, he was trying to make the throw when he should have just cut the ball and fell on it. But by him trying to make the throw, he fell at an awkward position, and he hurt himself. But all that was due to hesitation, I feel like. But I'm going to say this. Who steps up today for Alabama? And for me, I got I think it can easily be a J-Day for Alabama. What I mean by that, Jalen Miro, Ja'Cory Brooks, JoJo Earl, Jameer Gibbs, and Jason McClellan. I think all of them are going to be a big key factor to this game of winning today. All of them going to step up and contribute. Those are a combination of running backs, receivers, and we seen what we got off in the last game with our run offense. So I think Jameer Gibbs and Jason McClellan going to have a big day. I think that'll open if we have a good running day like last game. I think it'll open up so much. It'll open up that pass game so much because I feel like Texas A&M gonna come in. If Jalen Miro walks out on the field tonight, I feel like they're gonna load the box, and that's gonna put them cornerbacks one-on-one on the island with the receivers. And I feel like that's gonna work into Jalen Miro's passing advantage right there. And another player I would like to see up with Jermaine Burton, the Georgia transfer, will he finally step up? You know what I'm saying? This game, I think he can. With the young wide receivers and Kobe Prentice and Isaiah Bond, will they continue to trend upward? You know what I'm saying? Like they did last week, because them boys made some big plays last week. They stepped up real big. And this is going to be a game where I feel like Jalen Miro will show the reason why he is at Alabama. He's there for a reason. The Saban went and recruited him for a reason. He was the only quarterback in that class that we signed that year. So, yes, I believe Jalen Miro is the real deal. I want to see him get quality reps in, get him ready for what could happen later on this season, because we have had seasons before where we had to replace the starting quarterback with a backup quarterback. And if we can get him the quality minutes in, this would be key for him. This would be key. Bill O'Brien, he needs to set up easy passing situations for Jalen Miro to get him confident in his pass game. We need to get him set up an easy pass, like screen passes, you know, just easy passes he can get in touch with. And this game is, I always say it because I'm an offensive lineman. The offensive line. Can we continue to block and open up these run lanes for these boys like we did last game? Can we continue that? Because if we continue that, we're going to see Bama run. We're going to see Bama run all day. That's going to be real critical to this game. It's going to be real quick, and that's going to be one of the keys to the game is run the ball to make it easy for my boy Jace. So what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you said a whole bunch of somethings, but I'm gonna go back to your root question. Who I think is gonna stand out? I think our eyes on me, Miro's. He's gonna hand it off. He's gonna run it. He's gonna throw it to number 1, number 2, number 3 receiver. But they got to catch it.
Yeah.
If they don't catch it, he gonna run, Bama run, and he gonna open up the pass game one of two ways. He gonna hand it off, or he gonna run it himself, and they gonna open up the pass game. Just like I text you a couple of weeks ago, and I text you, I was talking about on the show, the Four Horsemen. Y'all was talking about this and that. They need to get the ball. Man, look, they only play with one football per game at a time. That's too many footballs for everybody, man. Nick Saban can't possibly scheme up this for McClellan, scheme up this for number 1, scheme up this for the outside. Man,
I'm gonna say this. It ain't up to Nick Saban scheme. It's up to Bill O'Brien's scheme.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay, I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, you only got one ball, man. Once the ball get the quarterback hand, what he do with it is on him. Some plays are designed to run, and he might call an audible to pass. Some plays he gonna just straight run himself, and he gonna, So
I gotta read the one comment. Jeff Stapleton said Burton has to do something like catch the ball. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That's funny, but I agree. And the other
That's
receivers
what I said.
and
Ain't no one receiver gonna step up more than other unless
nah.
you just start catching the ball more. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I'm gonna say this more on Ja'Cory Brooks. Ja'Cory Brooks, man, he had a lot of drop passes last week, man. Like,
if you want to break it down after that and say, okay, other receivers, who's the biggest that need to step up? Yes, I agree. But they all need to start dropping their own ball, man.
yeah,
It's not really crucial, critical time, but it's time where we can move the yardsticks.
yeah. And let's shout out to the chat. All the way live sports. What's good, family? What's good, man? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Jeff Stapleton, what's up? What's up? You already been here. I appreciate you. Roll Tide Rise Up. What's going on? What's going on? Brock, I seen you in the chat earlier. What's up? We're Roll Tide to you. Roll Tide to you. And the reason why I say run the ball, I'm gonna bring up a stat from Texas A&M. Texas A&M run defense is 97th in the country on yards allowed a carry. That is crazy. So this is a game we gotta exploit that. We gotta exploit that big time. So, what's your thought? Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
A question I thought about last week. In your opinion, you being biased now, you're not an Alabama fan, you just I want to see a good game fan. What will it take for Texas A&M to beat Alabama today?
And it's funny because you know me. I'm biased on game. Today I am, but before then, after then, I'm gonna talk real. And I have looked hard in Texas. I looked hard at their games week. Right now, it's really hard to find anything that they can do. But I'm gonna bring up some good things they do. Davion Cheney, the running back, the boy he's nice. He's nice. Their top wide receiver, Anaya Smith, that dude is out. He's out for the season. Go ahead. You got a question?
When you told me this, I got something to say. I mean, I meant that they only one-dimensional now.
One-dimensional.
We know this. All you got is run. So
they have a wide receiver
down.
They have a true freshman wide receiver, Evan Stewart. That boy a baller, but he been kind of been up and down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if our corners can lock him down, which they've been proved, like them boys stepping up big time. Kool-Aid, Terry and Arnold, the boy been stepping up big time, so there's gonna be no match for him.
They also playing starting the game with a second string quarterback.
Matter of fact, that second string, I was just about to say that quarterback, he actually started the season for him, then he got benched, then now he thrown back in the situation. And
garbage.
And yes, basically. And it's not. I'm not trying to be biased. I really am not. I really look hard to find something, but he wasn't looking good. The first two starts he did start. He wasn't looking. He got like 4 starts and I want to say 3 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions or something like that.
So basically, the answer to my question, you fumbled around it. They really ain't got a hope in hell for that to beat Bama, huh?
I really don't think so because our defense been putting up this year. I think we only been giving up average a game. We only give 11 points average a game, and I think Texas A&M, I only like a 17-point a game type of team, honestly. So we have 2 running backs on that has more touchdowns than probably Texas A&M whole team this year.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, but this one thing I will say, when teams come play Alabama for some, they play a Super Bowl game and this their last game ever. So hopefully they can use that momentum coming in this game. But this game, I don't even think that's gonna play Because I know coming into this game, we're Anderson ready for this game because you know the offseason drama that been going on. Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban called Texas A&M out for buying players. Then Jimbo Fisher crazy rant. Then a couple surface of one of their coaches pitching the kids that, hey, if you come play here, they're gonna pay y'all a lot of money. The actual video. So Will Anderson got a lot of built up on him. So I believe Winston gonna be lights out this year. This game, he said.
You know
I remember they asked him in the press conference after the game. After that thing went on, he said, "We're just gonna handle things ball field." Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know what you was talking about the coaches going back and forth. You know what? I mean, if it's not over and done in A&M coach head, it's over and done. Nick Saban head,
yeah,
you know?
I think so too.
He didn't channel the anger where he might have had at that time. It's on the players now. They want to beat Texas A&M because of what they coach said back to Nick Saban. You know, whether he was right or wrong. You know, I mean, back to your topic, Dynasty talk. This game is gonna prove why we are Dynasty.
Yeah,
Because I mean, we're playing away in a hostile environment. We've been beaten by that team before, but you gonna get the same Bama you got last time. Probably better, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, and they go back to me saying, to beat Bama, to beat any team, Georgia, you got to beat us when we on our second, third, fourth string players. Barely beat us then.
You hear that, King Brian?
Y'all ain't never said that, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I mean, y'all beat us with a third or fourth string receivers out there, and y'all like, oh, we want one more. We on the right path. But then the first one is kind of like iffy to me.
Tony B, King Brian. If y'all in the chat, y'all hear that right? What's up, King Brian?
I see him.
Hey, let me go back to the one. Hey, let me go back to the one comment. Jeff Stapleton, elephants don't forget. That's facts. Elephants don't forget.
Sure don't. Hey, it can be 30 years later. The elephant gonna still know where that water hole at. That's what you talking about.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring you. It's gonna be off the football script, but it was something that surfaced a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what happened. What happened really, but I guess the lady did something to an elephant or something. Then I can't really. It's all messed up. But other words, the lady died. The elephant showed up at the funeral and basically destroyed the casket.
Wow.
Yeah, so elephants don't forget.
Yeah, I like that comment. I like that.
What that elephants don't forget? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm gonna put another one up here. Read it. Oh. Here you go.
Hey, win is a win, man. Stop making excuses. Everything happens.
That's fact.
Hey, what I gotta say to that, you're right. You're 100% correct. So I shouldn't even say that we was on our third, fourth. I mean, I think fifth. I shouldn't even say that. Win is a win. But if Bama beats the team, we want to beat you with your best out there. That way you can't have excuses saying that, a win is a win. Truth be told, a win is a win, and you are correct.
True. Yeah, in fact, I give him that. Because
hold on. Jeff Stapleton said stop playing like junior varsity teams. Man, come on, man. I thought we talked about that y'all talked about that about 3 weeks ago. Everybody plays junior varsity, or as terminology we were using, cupcake team. No,
he was talking about he talking to King Brian.
Oh, okay.
He talking about he talking about how Georgia been playing the last couple weeks.
Oh, okay. My bad. I gotta learn how to read these comments.
They said we wasn't healthy all year. Look, what y'all gonna say? George Pickens? Yeah, George Pickens was out for the majority of the season, so they had time to adjust it without George Pickens. And who else was out? I think our defensive end was out. Somebody was out. I know, but y'all listen, bro. Y'all know that ain't comparing, but it is what it is. You right. Georgia won. Congratulations.
And I would say this. Nobody on our line was hurt. So y'all line did get penetration, but
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all that, George. I mean, but a win is a win.
And I do agree to that because that defense looked like their defense in the national championship. Their defense didn't look the same in the SEC championship. So when they played in the national championship, they did get back to Georgia football and win the thing. So yeah, I give all props to that. You have to win it this year. You don't know that, right? We wasn't healthy last year. That's crazy. But yeah, man. So play a little game with you right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna name it stat or whack. Stat in yes, that gonna happen. Whack is in nah, that ain't finna happen.
And
so today,
game you come up?
Stat or whack.
Today's game you talking? You gonna say
today's game. And y'all in the comments, y'all play along with us, man. So today, if Jalen Milroe steps into the game today, will Jalen Milroe have over 100 rushing yards plus over 250 pass yards?
Are you asking me either or would he have both?
Stat, will he have both? Will it be a stat or whack? Over 100 rush yards and 250 plus pass yards.
I'm gonna say whack right now. I don't see 250 passing yards because we don't know how well he's improved, but I'm almost willing to guarantee he's gonna have 100 yards rushing.
Okay,
and probably half them won't even be call runs. He just gonna roll out the pass and he gonna end up running, but he's gonna have 100 yards. 250.
Okay.
I want to say stat, but I'm gonna say whack.
Yeah, nah, it's a you thing. So today, will we have a 100-yard rusher today with a running back? Not Jalen Milroe, with a running back.
I'm gonna say again, whack, because Milroe is gonna steal the show.
Ooh.
He gonna steal the show. Y'all.
Ooh. Hey, reason why you ain't seen that sign yet is because you're not on Dynasty level yet. Ain't no reason to want Georgia. Anybody can be, man. Anybody can be Georgia. No,
it's just
no.
Huh?
No, he replied to a Georgia fan.
Oh, again, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, man. And when I read this stuff, I be saying they talking to me. Y'all better let me know.
Let me go back and forth in the chat.
Y'all better let me know.
Hey, and I agree with that, CZO. I agree. Like, talk about until we start seeing signs out there in the crowd saying we want Georgia. Hey, y'all won national championship last year, but that proves the what we were talking about in Dynasty talk. Y'all ain't on our level yet. Get on our level. Get on our level.
Get on my level.
Yeah, what? Yo, facts. So,
man,
today.
We go on. Go ahead.
Today, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right.
We get 4-point facts today. I'm not including including the team, not just one person. Can we get 4 points today?
Team sacks.
sacks, yes.
Yes, easily. We might get him in the first
Easily?
half. Might get him in the first half.
Ooh.
You just said
Ooh.
something about 97% rushing defense or whatever. So that means if they probably can't rush good, they probably can't block good neither. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I looked up early in the week strengths of the 2020 Texas A&M team. Guess what came up?
What?
Nothing. They ain't good at nothing.
Nah, that's
The
funny.
punter ain't good.
That's funny. That's funny.
I got nothing. They started trying to talk about 2015.
I got one more. I got one more question. Today, will we get our second interception of the season this game?
Man, for all the stats that you know that we haven't got yet, we're gonna get all them things today. All that gonna happen today. I'm telling you, we like my reader said, elements don't forget. Hey, we got a beat down coming. They got a beat down coming.
Yeah, I agree to that 100%, man. I agree that, but man, shoot, man, I would appreciate you for coming on. I had to bring you on because we do this every morning. I know you ain't a professional. I'm not a professional either, but we talk Alabama football on how we feel, and I love dealing with you. And I wanted to bring you on because we do have great conversation every morning. And the topic alone today, Dynasty talk. I love when you brought that up a couple weeks ago. It was one of the things I was like, yeah, that need to be talked about on the podcast. And that was good talk. And y'all out there, like I say, he's one of my influences. Him and my dad is one of the influences why I'm a Bama fan because, like I say, the 92 National Championship, I remember when George T went all the way across the field and stripped the ball from Miami. I just remember how crazy. And before then, during the same time period, I remember you Alabama gear, Alabama starter jackets, Alabama jerseys, hats, and Alabama decals on the van. At one, I was born into an Alabama family, man. I do this. So yes, I'm 33, but I'm not one of those young 33s that just became a fan during the Saban era. I've been a fan. I was a fan when we went through the probation period when we was thinking it up. When Mike Shula was there, all them days, man, I was there. Still a Bama fan.
Hey, I got one more question. One more question for you up here. To Tony B, some of the older heads.
Yeah.
Tell me, who was the Bama running back in 1992? I don't quite know that, but the first one I can remember was Alexander, but I know it was one before him. I forgot who that was. Who was that in it? In the comments. If anybody know, let me know.
Yeah, I like I said, I know Sean Alexander was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember. Do you remember the game when Sean Alexander and them played Michigan, Tom Brady them in one of the bowl games? I forgot which bowl game that was, but yeah,
they really don't.
Yeah, Tom.
I mean, because the years I became an Alabama fan was like 90, 91, 92. So I was just becoming an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
So that's why I can remember more so of T running down, catching the receiver Miami more so than I can the 92 team because I was just becoming a fan.
Okay. But y'all, I feel like we'll put y'all on game today about what Dynasty is. And before we end this thing, I'm about to show some love to some of the peoples that we love the most. And first off, I got to show some love to to the Bama standard, man. Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to his channel, watch all his videos, run that channel all the way up, running it all the way up. He doing good things over there, working with TDA and all that. We're gonna show some love next to Jonathan Lewis in college football. And go to that channel, run that channel up. But he has another channel, Coast to Coast Sports, I believe. I watched the episode Thursday night. Hey, they own some over there. I like that channel. So y'all go find Coast to Coast Sports and make sure y'all get that, subscribe to that channel and get them some likes over there, because that channel's that channel gonna take off all the way. And I'm gonna show some love to my man Kangaroo Black. Man, Kangaroo Black. He over here with us on Tuesday night. You know, we got a live show. Kangaroo Black over there, go run that channel up. He just hit 5,000 subscribers, the other 5,000 plus subscribers. So right now he on the way to 10,000. So y'all go help that channel out so much more, man. And I appreciate all that love he be showing over there to us and letting us work with him over there at times too. So yeah, appreciate that, Kangaroo Black. And tonight, if y'all don't have anybody to watch the game with, tune in to Kangaroo Black channel and the Four Horsemen and Kangaroo Black. We will be sitting down watching the game tonight on YouTube. So we're not gonna show the game, but we're gonna watch along with the fans. So if y'all ain't got nobody to watch the game with tonight, y'all can tune in to Kangaroo Black, and we'll be over there tonight watching the game. And last but not least, Around the Table Sports. Now this is somebody that y'all really need to go subscribe to too, because he doesn't just talk Alabama football. He talks all football, whatever's going on. He got Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, whatever's going on. He brings up great points about the game and what's going on in the current status of college football situation. So y'all go over there, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, like all the videos and run it up. And y'all definitely cannot forget to come to us and watch on Tuesdays nights, Rolling with Tide. Now, that's where y'all can come in. We can talk Rex. We can talk how we want to talk. It's TVMA, so do not bring your kids to watch it. Your kids do not need to watch that channel. They do not need to watch that. But yeah, that's over there. But this podcast is going to be on a regular podcast, and even with this podcast, the Special Teams podcast is every week. I'm not going to base this on Alabama. I'm going to base it on other teams too, because like I said, as an Alabama fan, we need to learn more about other college teams that help the game out so much. Then, like I said, it's not a conversation to be had without some of these other teams that makes college football. Like we can't not talk about Georgia when it comes to college football. Like it's a lot of teams out there, man. So yeah, so some days I might do a HBCU, I might do another powerful Texas, Tennessee, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever I can find to get on and talk college football with. So y'all tune into this, man. So make sure y'all share it with everybody. Run the likes up on it if y'all can. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, CTS Sports Room. Subscribe. We're trying to get 2,000 subscribers now. We're really close. Y'all watch. If y'all can go back, do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Please go back and watch all our videos. We need to get this watch time up, man. We need to get the watch time up so we can start creating revenue and getting more things going. But to answer your question, I don't know why I didn't remember this. Tony B answered the question for you, David Palmer.
Was he the running back or was he a wide out?
And this is what I'm trying to remember too, because I don't remember. I think he was a wide receiver.
I know he was a kick returner, a punt returner, kickoff returner. Because matter of fact, man, you was talking about the other day. We said he went to Minnesota, I think. But I don't know if that's a good answer, Tony B. I like that, man. But I don't think he was a running back. But yeah, and made me think too, made me remember more about that team too myself, because David Palmer was a big key to that team too, because that boy he was the real deal. Yeah, and one question you forgot to ask me: what do I expect out of today's game?
Yeah. What do you expect out of today's game?
Well, I expect and hope for and want to see total domination. What I mean by total domination, I think you and Kangaroo Black Spencer maybe talked about it last week. You said, I want to see everybody, just like Saban said, I want to see everybody do their job. Don't leave on kickoff, kick return, don't leave the line to the ball kick. I want to see some punt returns run back. I want to see kickoff run back or good tackles on punt team and kickoff team. I want to see total domination. I want to just see them beat them like they come like a youth football team.
Yeah.
I want to see domination, man. Even though we might have a second string quarterback, I still want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know as a Bama fan, I'm putting a lot of pressure, and they probably not hearing me, but I'm just speaking as a fan.
Hey, we all do. We all do.
Yeah, I'm speaking with a lot of pressure, but I think it can be done, man.
Yeah, I agree.
And like you said with Bama, you on the level of show me some consistency. Do what you did last week, do it this week. Do what you did last week, do it the next week. Just keep doing what you're doing. Some wins are gonna be great, some wins are gonna be not so great, but like the Georgia fans said, a win is a win.
Win is a win. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Hey, y'all. Hey, that's it. That was the first episode of the Special Teams Podcast. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. We about to go in this house and watch some college football, and I already see that LSU done fumbled, and Tennessee has already scored a touchdown. Oh boy, this might be a long day for LSU today, but kind of expected it. But hey, y'all, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share with everybody on Facebook. Do what y'all got to do to get it out there, bro, because this is going to be a regular thing, the Special Teams Podcast. Y'all, let's run this thing up, and appreciate everybody in the chat for taking the time out to tune in. Hey, Tony B, King Brian, Jeff Stapleton, everybody that was in the chat. Hey, thank y'all. Y'all always showing up and giving y'all inputs, talking junk. So, hey, man, I thank y'all a lot. See Bama run. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. And I'm going to holler at you. So, deuces. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.